everyone, today I'll be showing how to integrate GitLab with HCL Accelerate and run deployments of GitLab using HCL Accelerate. So for this you need to have a GitLab account and you need to create a project. So I have created a very basic project. Here I have created my project name is my test project and this is the project ID, and I've created one issue inside this project, just a basic issue, demo issue, and so this particular project has two files. This is the default file that comes with the project, and then there is a readme.md file. So this file is used for running all the builds and deployments, tests, everything inside GitLab. So here you can see I have defined different jobs here. All of these jobs are under 3 different stages named as build, test and deploy. So these are the default stages that GitLab provides you. You can define other stages also, but these are the mostly used stages and default stages. So here I'm just running some printing scripts under different stages. So my first job is build job, then there is a test job 2, and then there are 2 deployment jobs which I want to run using HCL Accelerate. So you can see here these jobs are running into different environments named as non-production and production environment, and these jobs will run manually. We will trigger these jobs manually from HCL Accelerate. So whenever I'll make a change into this repository and push it to the main branch, then this GitLab ci.yml file will run itself. So for example, if I edit this file, test edit, and commit these changes to the main branch, so this will automatically start a pipeline process. So here you can see these 3 stages, the build, test and deploy stages. If I go inside this one, so this will show you the different jobs. So the build job has happened, now test job 1 and test job 2 are running. Soon these will be complete also. Yeah, so you can see, and these 2 jobs are pending to run manually. You might want to do this because there are some you want to deploy your product or software into a non-production environment, test it manually, need someone's approval. So you can create the deployment plan inside HCL Accelerate and trigger these jobs manually after some approval. So once you have done this basic setup, you can integrate GitLab with HCL Accelerate and run deployments and import these deployments into HCL Accelerate. So for integrating it with HCL Accelerate, you have to first go to the integration section in the settings, and here under plugin section you will find your plugin. If it's not installed, you have to install it. Once you have done the installation, it will show it as installed, and you can add integration. So you can give one default integration name. I'll give it GitLab integration, and here you have to give the base URL of your GitHub project, GitLab project. So this is the base URL for GitLab project, and then you have to give a private token. You can generate private token under settings. So here you can see the access token. Here you can create one access token, Accelerate access token. You can give it expiry date. You can give it permission to read and write. And you can create a personal access token. So this is my access token. I will put the section token, access token here, and the project IDs. So if you go to GitLab, this is my project, my test project, and here you can see the project ID. You can copy it from here and you can paste it here. Here you can give multiple project IDs, like comma separated values of multiple project ID. If you want to give another, then you can give it here. For now I'll be using only one project ID. And for branch name, you can give it, it's an optional field, and data since how many month is also an optional field, so I won't be giving these fields. This will take, if I won't give any branch name, then it will take the default branch. So currently I'm on Accelerate version 3.0.1, but if you are on version less than 3.0.0, you have to add a user access key manually here. You can generate a user access key in my profile section of HCL Accelerate, and you can add it here in the hidden properties section. So I'll be adding this integration. Once you add your integration, it will show the integration here. You can see all of these jobs will be running. It will sync commits, pull requests, builds, issues, pipelines, and deployments. And this is the time interval for running of these jobs. So it will show that it has synced some few seconds ago. So inside logs, you can see that it has synced one issue that we have created, one issue. It has synced 2 environments and 5 jobs. So here, if you see, we have defined these 5 jobs: build job, test job 1, test job 2, deploy non-prod, and deploy prod. So it has synced all these 5 jobs, and there are 2 environments. Environments also we have defined here, named as non-prod and prod. So it has synced all of these, and then it has synced 2 build data. So if you go to pipeline section, you can see these 2 builds has happened. So it has synced all of these 2 builds. And deployments, it has synced 1 deployment data. So you can see this deployment that I have run earlier, it has been completed successfully. So it has synced data for that deployment. Commits, it has synced 4 commits, and pull request, there are no pull requests that I have created, so it hasn't synced any. So once you have done this thing, you can go to value streams. You can create a value stream. You can give it your team name here. So here you can add your vsm.json and show all the issues, builds, pull request, and commits. I'll be focusing on the running deployment part and importing the builds part. So here you can see these different environments that are by default given by HCL Accelerate. You can change this environment according to yourself. So for example, for me, the first environment name will be non-prod. I'll save it. I have a second environment named as prod, and I don't have an environment named as QA. So I will delete this one. So these are the 2 environments that I have, and I have one input field which will import my builds. So here under add application section, I can see the GitLab. So I'll click on this one. It will import all of my projects and integrations that I have, and it can add it as an application. So this is my project, my test project main that I have added, and the instance name is GitLab integration. So this is GitLab integration is same name as I've created here, GitLab integration. So once I'll go back to this one. So once I'll add, it will show the latest build that has happened here under the input section. So you can see this is the latest build that has happened, 667. So that one it has shown here, and now you can I can click on this button. It will show me all the jobs that I have. So the job that I want to run manually in the non-production environment is this, my test project, then branch name, deploy non-prod. So I will continue, and the environment I want to use is non-prod. Here I'll add another job which is the deploy to prod job, and I'll add the environment as prod. So you can see, yeah, I can click on this play button. It will show which version I want to deploy. So here I have two build versions. This was the previous version, this is the new version. So I will click on this one and I will deploy it. You can see that it's showing a version here, but it's not showing one here. That's because if I go to this one, so I haven't run this second deploy prod job till now. That's why it's not showing this version. So once you click on run deployment, you can go to the deployment plan. You can see that it has started one deployment plan and it will give you a link here. So this link will directly take you to that particular job. So if you go to jobs, so CI/CD, so here you can see that that job has run and it has completed successfully, this particular. Now we will be running the other job. You will see a status update inside 30 seconds here. So this in progress will change to complete. You can see the default logs here. You can go to execution. So it is showing the status as completed. So you can see started the job, final test. You can see some basic logs here. Now I'll go back. I will click on this run to prod. So here you can see, as this is a series process, whenever you have done with this step, then only it will show the version here. So you can run the deploy to prod job from here. I'll select this particular version and deploy. So you can see that this is in progress. Soon it will update the link here. You can see that now I'll refresh this one. So it has started this deploy to prod job. You can go to this job using this link directly. Yeah, so this job has passed. Yeah, so this has completed. And if we go to value stream here, soon I'll be able to see the status update here for this particular section. It takes, the status update is happening due to, if I go to here, this sync deployments. Once the sync deployment will happen again, it runs every 2 minutes. It will show the status update here. Sync deployment at 8:35. It has synced one deployment, which was a deployment for non-prod, and now the next sync will happen. You can see that it has synced 2 deployments data again. So now if I go to pipeline, refresh it, it will show me the build that has happened. So if I go to inside section, add a dashboard for GitLab. If I add charts, I can add two type of charts. One is build counts and another one is deployment count. See, I can see all the builds and deployments that has happened here, and you can select a value stream so that it shows you only for that particular value stream. So yeah, there are two builds that has happened and there are three deployments that have been run. So you can see the data here. These are the two builds that has happened, the start time, end time, result, everything. And this is the deployment count. So I've run two deployments for non-production environment and one deployment for production environment, and this was the version for the production environment that I have run. I can run the another version also. So you can see these two jobs were completed. I can run for the another version also, and I will see that change. So this one is pending, so I can run this one also. If I go to, let me save this dashboard, value stream, I click, I can see the another version also, so I will run for this version. This is the so this has triggered this particular job. Let me refresh. This particular job has been triggered. So soon it will be complete also. So this is how you can run the deployments from Accelerate. Yeah, thank you. You can see all the resources related to this in GitLab HL plugin site. There is a GitLab plugin. You can see all the resources and documentation here under the documentation section. Thank you.